So, we're back again with yet again another episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. In the last episode, I made my way into Sky Keep and did the first section. Didn't really get any Triforce pieces, so don't fret over that. However, in this episode, we'll continue just that. Yeah, we will actually be getting some Triforce pieces in this one. So don't worry, we don't have to move these rooms at all. I already mentioned that. So go ahead and just mosey on through here. And anything in here? Do I have fairies? I already have one fairy, so I think I should be good to go. So remember this dude? He's back and abrupt. Uh-oh. Alright. Time to rock and roll, boys. Alright. Yeah, I forgot to mention, he holds his sword up in the direction that, you probably don't want to hit him in, like that, so don't, swipe from up in that direction. Alright. Alright, just rinse and repeat. Let's go ahead and give him his beating. Jump attack. Keep on going. Yeah, just keep on feeding the horse. Alright, second phase, he's pretty much a little bit faster. So, oops. Just keep on bashing his sword out of the way with your shield when it's time. Oh yeah. Keep on going. Ooh. Yeah, see how he gets faster? Yeah, you want to watch out for that. There we go. As soon as you see his sword light up, shield bash, in that case. Alright, he's got his hook. Heh, Captain Hook. Oh man, don't make fun of his name. Keep on going. Ah, the wrong direction. Oh my gosh. Silly me. Ouch. Taking a freaking beating. Oof. Alright. Don't have much long left to go. Come on. There we go. Whew, he puts up one hell of a fight, I'll say. Alright. With that, these doors are open. And that goes down. You know, the game had to bring back one more of these fights, just like Sephiroth and Zack from Final Fantasy Crisis Core. Yeah, that's like the one game that I reference when it comes to these kinds of fights. Where if you're driven to the edge and you have to, you know, start over if you fail. So, alright, as mentioned, this room has a chest that we want to go ahead and open. What do we have? And we have key. The last key we'll ever get. Sad day. Alright, so we want to go ahead and go into this room right here. Alright, this reaches the end of the rooms. Now, here is where we want to go ahead and utilize this here panel. And I want to say that we want to go ahead and move these rooms... yeah, this way. Let's keep on going counterclockwise here. And I want to say that it's going to be the Farron room that we're going to go ahead and tackle from this one in the middle that we can't move because we're in it right now. So there you go. We're going there. Alright, looks good to me. And the the door that we want to go ahead and unlock is right here, and we have the key for it, so... There we go. Which means we can't go back, we can only move forward, right? Alright. Moving on. Okay, so believe it or not, this actually resembles the room from the ancient Cistern with the underground cave kind of vibe. So, excuse me. Master, look over that way. The design carved onto the floor there is the mark of furore. I detected the sacred power of the Triforce emanating from its vicinity. To reach the area where that mark is located, I propose you pass through the door in front of you. Alright, that can only mean one thing, right? Yeah, trouble. Alright, go ahead and unlock that. It's our only way forward. Oh boy. Alright, we only have one option. It's to fight our way forward. That was funny. Alright, in all seriousness, let's keep on going. Alright, we have some big belly daddies waiting for us. Yeah, that's my nickname for them. Just go ahead and slash him in the butt cheek. Alright, keep on going this way. Okay, run up behind this guy. Alright, we only have one more to go ahead and tackle. I will take Rupee, though. Definitely will take. Alright. That's round one done. We'll take Rupee. Let's keep on going. I ain't messing around. We're on a mission. And this room actually gets a little bit harder, so make sure you have your arrows equipped, because, man, you're gonna need them in this room. Alright. Ow. And we have the power of earrings. They extinguish us for us, right? Alright, keep on shooting these dudes. And we have extra arrows. We actually want to go ahead and grab some of these out of these ledges. Okay, perfect. Ooh, we're getting sniped. But they missed, though, thankfully. You, and you. Keep on going. Any more? Ooh, we'll take Skull. Definite Skull. Alright. Any more Bokoblins? Dark ones? Okay, I think we're good. Okay. Alright. And that takes care of that one. Now, this room wasn't too bad, as long as you had the arrows, man. Without the arrows, you're gonna have a hard time, I gotta say. Alright, get some health here. And then to this room we go. And it's gonna get tougher. Alright, bring it on. And yes, you have to stab these guys with the final blow. Just swiping them with your sword doesn't do anything, sadly. That's the harsh reality of this game. Alright, give him a swipe. Alright, keep on going. And we'll take care of this dude last, for sure. Alright, now for some unfinished business. Nice try. Ah, he didn't like when I shield bashed, so he got the best of me. There we go. Yeah, For some reason, yeah, I can definitely understand people's complaints with these style masters because they're actually harder than they're supposed to be sometimes, and I definitely feel when people do not like this. So, don't worry, be happy. All right, keep on going. Stab. Drop his weapons. Okay, that was cool. Like, I took very minimal hits, but that definitely worked out. Alright. Go ahead and get a fairy, get some health, because at this point I'm sure you need it after the beating that you supposedly took, because you know, expect to take one in that segment. Alright, now that we've reached the mark, pretty awesome. Master LSP, you have reached the mark. Offer your sword to it. If you do this, I calculate a high probability that you will be shown the way to a part of the Triforce. Good to know. Shortcut. Alright, drop down. And go ahead and ready our sword. And yes, Silent Realm vibes return. Except there is no Silent Realm, there are no Guardians, but we have a piece of the fabled Triforce. Right here. Grab it. We have the Triforce of Courage, created by the gods of old. The Triforce possesses the ultimate power and is said to grant the wishes of whoever possesses it. By the way, yes, this is the assembled piece of the Triforce, or crest of the Triforce, from The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. So, you get the Triforce of Courage. And you also get the other two crests. So, in this game that launches the timeline, you get every crest known to man. The Triforce. Alright, with that said and done, now if we go ahead and look at the map, we may think we want to go ahead and go, I want to say this way. No. This way is locked, so definitely don't think you're going to go that way. So this way, though, is going to bring us back to this room, and we can rearrange these rooms to go to Eldin, and then I want to say Lanayru, because we've done Farron already, so that checks that off the list. Alright, re-enter this room, and find that panel that we can move the rooms with. Right here. Okay, so we want to keep going counterclockwise and move the Eldin room right next to us. And yeah, it's basically smooth sailing from here. The panel in the Lanayru mining facility portion is the majority of your stress, and yeah, that's like the tricky moving panel. So that's all over now. We're just going counterclockwise from here on out. So there we go. Alright, this leads us to this room. Brings us over to the red. Master, I have information for you. I've detected a source of sacred power somewhere within this chamber. If you can find a way through the River of Magma, I calculate a 60% chance you will arrive at one of the sources of sacred power. I recommend you press forward in the search of the power present here. Definitely, Phi. Alright. Now, we might think that we want to go ahead and go up. No. We want to go ahead and take a left, and yeah, this is the room that will pose as a shortcut to us if we want to go ahead and climb those vines, which we don't. We want to go this way. I'm going to go ahead and I'll just use the fabled slingshot because, yeah, this slingshot, ever since you get the bow, especially when you upgrade it, doesn't get that much attention anymore. Yeah, that's basically, namely every Zelda game. When you get the bow, you basically lose interest for the slingshot. That's if the game has one in it, like Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, whatchamacallit. In Wind Waker, though, you had no slingshot. You just get the bow straight off the bat. Anyway, you want to go ahead and hit this switch and make sure that the lava is flowing, because if you don't, and you jump on this platform, you're gonna sink, and that's not fun. Just making sure we're all looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and fly over here and turn this one off, though, because we don't want to go in that direction while we're burning. So, all right, hit that. And then jump. Alright. Doing this on the first try requires a little bit of practice, so take some reasoning for what you're going to go ahead and see in the future down these little magma flows. By the way, yeah, that's a Kirby Air Ride stage. It's pretty good. No pun intended there, though. Alright, go ahead and ride on down the magma flows. Yes, I said it again. You know, it's really taken for granted how relaxing this chamber can be. However, though, you do have to, you know, put forth the effort, and you have to get frustrated by this chamber for hitting you with surprises, and having to remember to hit a switch that turns off these little fountains that carry you forward, because if you don't, it's just trouble. Alright, shortcut. Drop on down. And hit that. Get a little bit of that happening. Okay, now jump. And I want to say that... Okay, you definitely want to put up with the jinxing keys first, because, man, that's part of it. Anyway, go ahead and hit this switch. And turn that on. And it turns that one off, and the whole gist of that is to make sure that the one closest to us is going to carry us around the corner and bring us to where we want to go. So, just keep that in mind. Hit that thing, and then jump. I was literally an edge away from jumping into the lava there, so thankfully I didn't do that. And this just brings us all around the corner here. Alright, and that platform there, believe it or not, we don't want to jump off of that one and hit that water thing just yet, because we want to stand on this one and probably hit this switch again, triggering the one that's right beyond us. So, let's go ahead and wait. And ride along the lava. The lava is very relaxing. Oh my god, that was scary. Anyway. By the way, yes. Silver rupee. Not that you want to spend rupees much at this point in the game. You know, we're just right at the end here, but pick it up if you want. And that's 100 rupees right off the bat. Alright, so now that that's done, we can't really aim for this switch around the corner with the bow, so definitely use your beetle if you can. And then hit that. And it's gonna turn on the one right next to us. And now we can progress. There we are. And then go ahead and jump. There we go. This is confusing the first go around, so yeah, expect to be flustered by some surprises. So, it's no harm, no foul. Yes, it's supposed to be challenging and whatnot. Get these guys in the lava, because we don't want to get jinxed. You know, jinxing in Skyward Sword really is not as bad as getting jinxed in Majora's Mask. So, if you get hit by a blue bubble, yeah, that means trouble, and you gotta make sure you learn the Song of Storms to put that out in Majora's Mask. But there you go. And then we have a claw shot target. climb on up. And open the shortcut first, because I feel better like that. If you hit the shortcut first, then it's good news. Alright. Triforce mark time. But it's Silent Realm time. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah. It's... I guess the game wants you to see, like, you know, Link in this form, like 3 last times before the game is over, and it really just wants to remind you much of the Silent Realms as much as possible, when, in fact, the player does not want to go back to the Silent Realms. I don't know, some people like Silent Realms. But anyway, we got the Triforce of Power, created by the gods of old. Yeah. Ultimate power. Just one more piece to go. Okay, with that done, we have our shortcut opened, and we'll think that we want to go in this room. No. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure why this is here when we're locked out. Go ahead and climb on up. I'm going to go ahead and trolley on this way and leave. Get these pots, get a rupee, something like that. And open this door. But the shortcut that will allow us out. And then, boop. Get some arrows here. Slingshot seeds, because, yes, this room will offer you some. And go here. Alright, back to the panel we go. Yes, like I mentioned, it's pretty much smooth sailing from here on out, and the only panel that you would have trouble with is the one in the Lanayru mining facility section, with that strategic moving you have to do just to get to the Earth Temple section. But keep on going counterclockwise, and we want to go ahead and put this one here, and we just want to keep on... This piece does not go directly next to us. We want to go ahead and form the path to that room, because we have to go ahead and do some backtracking in these other rooms to get to the one for Lanayru. So let's go ahead and keep on moving these. Alright, I think we're doing this right. Alright. Looks good. Okay, that looks good. We can definitely move on through here and enter the last room. Awesome enough. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and enter the same way. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and see the first room again, because that's, you know, nice throwback. And yeah, that's designed to throw you off, so don't get discouraged by that too much. Here you go. Enter this way. Alright, this room we already completed, so don't feel the need to go ahead and redo it, because you don't. Arrows and health. Let's keep on moseying through these rooms, and we're going to take us back to the main room that we saw when we enter the dungeon for the first time. And yes, this is designed to confuse the player. So, I don't want to do this. Like, this is not where I want to be. Just, the map is there. Alright. The dungeon's saying, yes, you've served your time, and, yeah. Your confusion is done, pretty much. And yes, it's very admirable that you get to see these rooms again and relive the dungeon experiences. Master, look over that way. I have identified the design on the floor there as the mark of Nayru. I detect that the sacred power of the Triforce radiating from it. Unfortunately, the way leading to the mark is closed off. You got Durr, it would have been too easy, right? There appears to be a time shift orb over there. I propose you utilize the nearby time shift orb to open a path to the mark. Alright. And the way you want to go ahead and do this is go ahead and kill these guys in the room and don't get shocked. And then run your way across here and pick this thing on up. Yeah, if the way or mark wasn't closed off, it's definitely going to appear to be too easy, so that's not what we want. It has to be challenging, right? Right. Alright. Now if we look, there's going to be this gated part in the wall there. Yeah, what's that about? This time shift orb definitely will answer that for us. So, and yeah, there's going to be no platforms to jump on after this. So let's go ahead and hop off. And the idea here is to put this next to the wall. Alright, now that that's there, we want to go ahead and mosey our way back up this way and make our way there and go and see what's in the wall there. And why it was gated off for some reason. Yeah, the stamina gauge really does bring things to life for Breath of the Wild. It gets you pumped up for that game for sure. And we have an eye switch there. And we can go ahead and just pop that through the wall. Boop. There we go. And that opens that door. So we just want to go ahead and run on down here and get that time shift orb and make our way through. Yes, refilling on stamina is never fun. Alright. Go ahead and just pick this thing on up and make your way into this room. Alright. Up. Yeah, I forgot about these dudes. Bring these closer, actually. Kill these bobbas there. Alright. Of course, it would bring me one of these guys for sure. Kill him, though. Drop that. Now, we have a situation here. We don't want to have the time shift orb this close to what we want to go ahead and do. So we want to pick this up and close that. And my best bet is to go ahead and put this orb right here, there, pretty much. And if you heard the room or that big rock collapse, with it being in the present state now, I should probably put this fan in the non-spinning form, and I think, yeah, right there is where we want to go ahead and shoot through. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and shoot that eye switch. And that opens that. Now we may think, oh, we're done now. Nope. Nope. We have one last confusion bit. Where do we bring this time shift orb? So, with everything already opened, we want to go ahead and bring this orb all the way to the top. And it may appear that we could just claw shot there. But, yeah. The orb has to make that go away. We don't like that. We don't like spiky spike. Go ahead and just jump. And then jump there again. Hey. Christmas coming early this year. There we go. Alright. And he just fell back into his present state. He's not really dead. He's just, you know, prehistoric now. Fossilized. Alright. And he just dies. That's freaking hilarious. Wait, can I do it again? I like hitting these guys out of their time pace. It's funny. He's not dead, he's just prehistoric. Alright. Go ahead and just get these guys on out. Claw shot there. Alright. And here we are. And this reveals the mark of Nayru, which is the final Triforce mark. Let's get it. Let's get it happening. Man, like, was it really worth it just to get confused that much by Skykeep just to get 3 golden triangles? Not really. But we did it, though. Yeah, Skykeep can be a challenging one, but you know, It definitely pays off in the end with some lovely Triforce pieces. And crests, whatever you want to call them. Pick it up though. We have the Triforce of Wisdom. Created by the gods of old, this Triforce possesses the ultimate power and is set to grant the wishes of whoever possesses it. The Triforce is complete. With its power, you have the ability to make Zelda's wish of vanquishing demise a reality. Master, I believe at this juncture that a prayer is required. The ultimate goal we have traveled so far for is now within reach. Focus now, and wish with all your might for the destruction of demise.